Do you like Scam, especially season 3? Did you like Her Royal Highness? Did you enjoy Heartstopper by the Queen herself? Or did you like Red, White, and Royal Blue? Well, this show is for you because all of them aligned to create this masterpiece that we call Young Royals. So, hi, hello. My name is Ella, and today I'm gonna be talking about that new TV show from Netflix because it's so good, and I need to let out so many emotions about it. And yeah, first of all, I recommend it completely, 10 out of 10. Okay, no, wait. First of all, disclaimer: I'm gonna be mentioning certain topics that are handled in the TV show, and they may be triggering for some. So, I mean, like the show, I feel like, well, yeah, it's not like maybe like so intense, but like it does handle difficult topics sometimes. So, I am gonna put like a warning, like content warning, if I mention something about it. So just so you know that you can like skip that part until it's not on the screen anymore. So it's so good. Okay, so I'm gonna talk to you about what it is because maybe somebody clicked on this on accident and it's really confused about this whole thing. But yeah, okay, so this new TV show, it's Swedish. It's from Sweden. It revolves around Prince Wilhelm. He is the Prince of Sweden, like royalty. And it's kind of the typical trope of, oh, I want to be normal. You know how rich people want to be like us. So he like does want to have a little more of independence, so he used to go to another school, like a public one, but he got involved into some drama. So his parents were like, we trusted you with a tiny bit of independence. You made a choice for yourself once, and we're tired, so we are not doing that anymore. And they got him into a private boarding school. It's really like elitistic and intense. The same school that every single member of the royal family has gone to. Well, like maybe not every single member, but you know what I'm saying. So yeah, it's like they really trust it, and it's like part of the family, and I don't know stuff. But yeah, the point is that he goes there against his will, but he ends up liking it because it's kind of his journey of him discovering himself, and maybe not like kind of your typical coming of age stuff, but I feel like it goes deeper than that. And he falls in love with a boy, and you know how where that where we're going with that, because it's the royal family. So it's about like that whole journey, and I'm explaining this so poorly, but please watch it. It's so good, for real. It's so I mentioned Scam, and I'm wearing this. I mean, if you know, you know, because yes, I am that person. I bought the shirt just for that. It deals with so many topics in such a good way, for real. Like I was so glad I watched this, because me, a person with anxiety and someone that it's an empath, I always put myself in the shoes of the characters in like a deeper, like a really deep level. So it's always so frustrating when like drama comes out of nowhere and no one is mature enough to talk things out, to think things through, to actually put an effort in things for them not to go to shit. And in this show, they do that. There's no unnecessary drama created out of like dumb situations. Like things that could be avoided are avoided. And I love that. They talk things through. Like, when do you see communication in teen shows? When do you see that? Also, it was really realistic. I really enjoy that because I really could see myself in them. I feel like they always like overdo teenage shows and they make them like really intense, and on this case it's not. It's like really kind of simple, and it's so real because actually like the actors are young because they look like real teenagers. We don't see a 30-year-old man with clear skin and a perfect body. No, we don't see that. We see actual teenagers. We have healthy relationships, healthy friendships, and I feel like that's something that's really rare to see, especially in shows that revolve around the whole like elitistic area yeah, like of course I agree that a lot of people are faking that, but in this case it's not all of them, and I really enjoy that because they really gave them personality outside of their money. It's like, I feel like every character is really well done, is really well acted too. The acting is so good. they make a lot of consciousness about anxiety because the main character suffers from it. So we see him often having like panic attacks and moments of just like being so overwhelmed. And I don't think we see that so often. So I really felt seen with that, and I am really thankful for that. Also one of they talk a lot about ADHD, and that's so important too. I forgot to mention because I am dumb, and it's really cool that one of the characters has Asperger's, and the actress who plays her, she has it too. So, eh, because whenever you have a character that has it, they tend to be really stereotyped, and in this case, it wasn't like they were a person outside of their condition, and I'm just like, yes, go off. Okay, so going back to the friendship thingy, like it has a lot of like sorority between women. And I love that because there's not a moment where women are enemies of each other because they have healthy relationships. And I am just so thankful for that. And I think that's all I'm gonna say for like the not spoilery part because honestly, I don't know what else to say, but please watch it. It's really good. It's only 6 episodes long. And yeah, of course, each episode is like 40 minutes. I think maybe 50. But it's really well paced. I never felt bored. I felt like every episode had really like good content. Like it was really well like thought through. It never felt like too heavy or whatever. I just please watch it. Yeah, because I want my season two. So because we had not gotten like an actual confirmation of a season two, but it's really likely that they will because I was seeing this post on Tumblr explaining how they have different like standards for shows that are like European, especially Nordic ones compared to the ones from the US. So it's really likely that they will renew it, especially like considering the amount of views that it's getting and the amount of impact. I've been seeing it a lot everywhere. So I'm really confident in a season two. Yeah, let's manifest it together, please. Oh, bye. If you don't want to be spoiled, I'm just gonna be screaming and ranting about this. So hello. Whoa, this was so good. It was so good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to the creators. I am so tired of teenage TV shows having them being so sexualized. I am so tired, like all the time. They're like, okay, I understand like hormones and like you're horny and stuff, and maybe that wasn't like okay my experience, like in high school, but like every show, it's always like having sex everywhere, and I hate it. I hate it because there's never like a development for relationships or anything, and in this case like it's never over sexualized, and I enjoy that so much, and I'm so thankful for that because for example we see Elite, and it's like so wrong that they have sex all the time. Like I mean like in the sense that they are minors. Like one thing is to mention it. Like I understand like live your sexuality as however you want it to be, but it's like showing it all the time. For me it feels wrong because it's like okay, I understand that the actors are like 20, 30 year old something, that okay, like they are not minors, but the characters are, so like what they represent, it's just, it feels so wrong for me, and I honestly don't get why it has 4 seasons. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm sorry, unpopular opinion, I don't know. One thing that I feel like I've noticed a lot is that whenever there's like LGBTQ plus representation on whatever form of media, it tends to be sexualized a lot, and I don't like that because it never really shows. I feel like that relation, like the development of relationships. Like because I love a relationship that is like built, that it's not on the side, that it's like you have an actual development. You see them knowing each other first instead of just jumping into each other's arms. And we have that. I'm gonna say okay and like and stuff like that so many times. You've already noticed, but yeah, because but okay, I'm saying it again. Okay. I'm so sorry in advance for being so annoying when I talk. Like as you may have noticed, as you may have noticed already, like English is not my first language, so that's why I put subtitles a lot of the time because I don't think I'm that understandable. So I just love the communication so much. I just loved it so much. Maybe it's because I'm a Gemini, but I love communication. So the fact that they actually talked about their problems whenever something came up, they thank you, universe. I just thank you. I'm so glad. For example, when the whole video thing happened, I just like they talked about it. They talked about it, and they were like, okay, we're gonna do this together. Like we're gonna do this, and then they didn't. But they talked about it at least, which was so sad. I hate the monarchy so much. I just hate, like, I want to punch the queen in the face because, okay, like, I understand that she, like, is trying to protect him and whatever, and if he is anxious as it is, like, having the pressure of, like, out of nowhere, like, becoming the crown prince, stepping up and dealing with everything that goes with mourning someone, like he has to deal with the added pressure of that, and then he has to deal with the whole, like, people looking at him because he's not straight. I'm like, okay, I get where she is coming from, but her execution of, trying to be like a mother protecting, that's not well done. The fact that she knew that it was August, the one that leaked the video, and she said nothing. I'm so tired. I'm so, like, he Wilhelm had just talked about how tired and how done he was with people being fake. And then his own mother does not tell him that that guy was the one that did that. And I just hope August rots in jail. I want to see him between bars next season. I need to see him go to jail because, bro, that's child pornography. What the fuck? Like, he needs jail. He needs it. He has to go. He has to go. I'm tired. Okay, so the whole thing of, like, guys feeling entitled to someone else's body, I'm so mad. I just want to punch August. So, like, the actor, I don't remember. I don't remember his name right now. I'm sorry. I'm terrible with them. He was such a good actor because I was like, bro, I want to punch you so bad in the face. Like, that acting was so good because the fact that you got me there, just August is so wrong, and I love how well his character is done because you totally see where he is coming from. Like, you totally see, like, he went through all these, like, tough things, and unfortunately he made the choice to be a bad person because you can have awful things happening to you in life, and being a bad person is a choice. The fact that he filmed it, I just hated it because it's like, bro, even if, like, what are you filming? Somebody making out with somebody else? You have no entitlement over their body. And here this guy is like, oh, the royal prince is, like, hooking up with someone, and he starts filming it like, why? What was the reason for that? I don't get it. I don't get it. And it's like, oh shit, it's a guy, so he stops filming, and it's like, bro, it's and the he okay, so I hate how, because the episode ends on him, like, filming and noticing that it's Simon, and then he, like, stops filming and he's like this. He's like this. It ends the episode in there, but when we see the actual, like, parts of the leaked video, he went back and filmed so much more. Like, he filmed, I don't know how he filmed more. Like, he consciously said, I'm gonna have this as a blackmail in case I need it. He's already fucked up as it is, but that just adds into the fucked upness. Can we talk about Simon? His whole family, I just love them. His group of friends, I just want to be friends with them. Like, I love the energy. That scene when they are in the bikes after the friend, I am terrible with names. After the friends' soccer game, I love that. Like, bikes are for the gays. We all know. Okay, but Simon as it is, I love him. Like, he's such a good character. I want to hug him. I want to be his friend. The amount of love he has for the people that he loves. How he's a protector. And that tells you so much about his person and what he went through. Because, like, we see that part of, like, what happened with his dad being a drug addict and an alcoholic. And just thinking of what both of them, like, the three of them went through. And seeing who they turn out to be. And Simon, can we be best friends, please? Okay, so the fact that he broke up with him without pressuring him to come out of the closet was so well done. I just love that. It hurt me, but totally, like, Simon had every right to break things up with him because it's so sad that at the end Wilhelm didn't own up to what happened. And I mean, and I get it, like, the crown thing, it's part of it, like, him figuring this, because he has to figure things out, on his own, and he's gonna make a decision at the end that we're gonna see next season. Like, I don't want to be anybody's secret. I was like, tell him, yes, king, icon. And I just want to give him a hug. He needs person. He's completely alone. And I feel bad for him. The only healthy relationship he had was his brother, and he lost him. He died. Why I can't understand that, like, drama needs to be done, but like it was so unfair. God, he was so nice. He would have made a wonderful king. When it starts with the next episode and he's like, Wilhelm is like lying on the coffin, and we have them like the last time they saw each other in the background. That broke my heart. That ending, can we talk about that ending, the hug? I just, with the implications of that hug, the whole school already knew, because like they were like, oh, it was his room. He hugged him and he's like, I love you, and 7 minutes like, have a nice Christmas. For me, it was a hopeful ending. Anxiety was so well portrayed through him. I just really appreciated that, like the fact that he had panic attacks and we could see him like struggling through them. We don't often see that, and as someone that struggles with it a lot, I just like, thank you. I don't know, when they like are watching the movie, and I love when couples hold hands. I love it. It's such a sweet thing. And it's like the pinkies, I was like crying. And then how Sarah notices, she was like, and I just, oh, the first kiss, I feel like it was so well done too. Like, you could feel how awkward they were, but because they're teenagers, and that's how your first kiss is supposed to go, it felt so real. They were so uncomfortable, and I just loved how it was handled, like the shots of like the face like this and everything being like blurred out in the back. I feel like that's how it's supposed to feel, your first kiss. That football field scene, supremacy, please. Can we get an amen? It's so good. So I want to see the bloopers of that. Edwin, I forget his name. He was so good. He has such a good acting. I feel like it was so much fun filming that, and I really want to see those bloopers. Just the fact that he called Simon from memory. We stand ahead of our heels icon. Just the speech, the whole everything is fake, but you speech. I just want to see how he got him into his room, because how the hell did he enter through the window? I don't, like, he couldn't even, how? Like, going back to when Eric died, it was a phone call and it wasn't even in person. That was so sad for me. Highlighted how impersonal that whole relationship, the whole dynamic between the family was. That foreshadowing at the beginning when he's video apologizing for the whole drama, and they're like, can you switch places between him and Eric, like, and we stand symbolism. Oh, how it starts and it ends with him looking into the camera. Something that I loved a lot about the relationship is how soft they were. I found it so sad how touch-starved Wilhelm was. It tells a lot about him growing up so alone. I feel like it really represents your first love and like the whole idea of it, like being a teenager and kind of like feeling all of these emotions all at once. And for the first time, it's like such an important moment for a person, I think. And it's so sad for me because the fact that it was stained with the whole video thing, it makes me so mad. People that got through that in real life, I admire you. Honestly, I admire you. It's terrible. I despise that so many people go through this every day. I'm so sorry for people that had gone through that. Also, I love the whole trope of like falling in love to like seeing the other person doing something that they love. Warms my heart. Wilhelm was like, the first time that he saw Simon singing, I just fulfilled my wishes. I mean, can we talk about Omar? He's singing so good. But I love how Simon was so passionate about the singing, like you could see he was enjoying himself, and I just love that because you could almost see him like about to giggle. Oh, when it's like that the parents thing, like the parents day thing, and they're just looking into each other, and Sarah is like, who is he looking at? And you can see his mom doing the same thing. Oh, okay, one thing that I loved a lot about like the portrayal of the relationship is how you see couples that are like really in love, they always look like they have some type of inside joke. And I find that so adorable. It gives that type of how sweet and like tenderness and just genuine appreciation for the other person. Also, when he talks to Simon for the first time, and the gay panic, it's immaculate. How he was about to drop his food. The first time that he talked to him, it took one conversation for him to drop everything. And also when it's like the party and August is looking for Wilhelm, and he's like trying to shut like Simon up, And he's like, Bile, Bile. I just love that. So that first episode was intense, like the initiation. I'm so tired of testosterone. Oh, when they're in the party, in August, it's like you could murder somebody and no one would say a thing. I was like, are we going there? Is this gonna get exciting? The feet thing they do when they're like talking and they're like the feet thingy, I just crying. How he settled things with Felice, when she kisses him, he tells her, like, oh, I didn't mean to. I really like that because so many TV shows tend to use a bear. I hate when they do that. I hate them using women or anybody. I hate them. I hate that. So the fact that they didn't go that way with this one, I'm so thankful for that too. About Felice, queen, the queen herself, that icon. I have a problem with her though. She was so obsessed with Wilhelm. Like, okay, I understand that she had the pressure from her mother, but I just found that so cringy. I mean, in general, when somebody is like obsessed with someone else, I find that so cringy because it's like, it's just a person. Like, we're just flesh and bones, and yeah. And when she does that with his picture, I was like, girl, no, I found that, no, that's so wrong. I hate when people sexualize stuff. So, like, the fact that he was sexualizing, like, him, and just love that they did not fall into the stupid beauty standards that we have to put her. I just thank you for putting real people out. Thank you. And I just love how genuine she was with Sarah. Like, thanks, because like popular people tend to be nice to you just to mock you and like to make fun of you and not actually because they want to be nice to you. And I hate when they do that because it's so frustrating. They feel like the fact they feel entitled to do that. But can you tell that I was one of the underdogs by that comment? That she was genuine and really tried to invite her, and her group of friends was really good. They were so healthy. I love them. I want to be part of them. I just thank you for existing. It was such a healthy group. The fact that she gave like Sarah the opportunity to be the Lucia, I was like, yes, thank you. And I love that she stood up to her mother that way. Like, that was such a beautiful way to stand up. So, yes, queen, true queen behavior.
Hey, Queen. Girl, you have done it again. Constantly raising the bar for us all and doing it flawlessly.
I shipped her with Sarah. I do. I so many times I thought that something was gonna happen in there, but it didn't, and I was like, I was disappointed. But I hope that in second season maybe. No, with Sarah, why did she have to go there? I don't get it. Why did she have to do that? It's so frustrating because I was so glad that, for example, they handled the whole Aga situation so well. Felice breaking up with him, with her not being mad at all with Sarah as she should, because I hate that they tend to make enemies out of women just by some random dude. And like, no one is worth a fight with your friend. Nobody is worth it. And less trash bag like him. Just like, yes, dump his ass, leave him. I hated him. How controlling he was. Like, after Eric dies and she gives Wilhelm the hug, and Agus like puts the hand on her shoulder. Like, those are, his brother died and she's trying to be a good friend. And he gets jealous of that. And the friend, I don't know her name, but the friend, the one that talks in English sometimes, I love her. I am her. I also loved how worried she was of finding the one that shot the video. Like, bro, Sherlock Holmes, who? She took it up on her hand. She was like, I'm gonna catch that dick. And she did it. And she did.
I'd say I'm surprised, but I know who you are. I've seen it up close and personal. Girl, you make me so proud. And I love you.
And Sarah, why did they have to go that way with her? When that happened, I was so shocked. I didn't see it coming at all. But then, like, as I was rewatching, I was like, okay, yeah, I totally see why that happened. Because, we get those, like, glimpses into her, like, really wishing for that life. I mean, we see it coming. And it was really sad that she fell on that. I love that she didn't fall into the stereotype. That's so good. Going back to Simon and Wilhelm, like, that scene when August kisses Simon in the forehead, that was hilarious for me. Wilhelm's reactions was the best because every other guy in the group, they just follow August without hesitation, which is so concerning. I love Simon's mom. I just want to hug her. She's the best. True queen behavior too. I love her. The way he handled things with Simon after the video, how she was there for him, and she wasn't judging him. Judging him. She wasn't doing that. And I just, thank you. That was so sweet. And I really want to see like in season 2 kind of see him being taken into the friend group and the family, and because he really needs that. He really needs a family figure in his life. I found the whole situation of Alexander so like sad but at the same time hilarious, because I was just like, bro, they generally don't care for anybody. They have no sense of friendship. Oh, when they're watching the movie and they get scared and they like reach for each other and in the jump scare, I love that. In general, I really like find it so cute when one of the couples, like either the main ones or in the background, like reach for each other, like either to like protect the other one or just like for comfort. I love it because it's like such a genuine moment of being scared, just you being your subconscious acting up, to like a true reaction, and I really enjoy that. And also, I don't know if anybody else noticed, but it's like Wilhelm kind of like sees, like checks up on one of the girls that was like close to him, like one of the girls in the friend group. He's like, are you okay? Like he does that. I don't know, I just little details like that, I really enjoy them. I think that's it. I really don't know what else to say. I am really sorry this is really long. Sorry if I bored you out, but I mean, if you made it until here, I mean, it's your fault. You could have left, but thank you for watching this for real. Like, it takes, sorry I took so much of your time, but yeah, thank you for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it and that you scream with me. And if you want to scream even more, please leave comments. You can reach me in my Instagram. I really want to talk about this show with somebody because, yes. Have a nice day. Drink your water. Don't die.